Okay, there I am. Now can you hear me? Oh my goodness. All right, cool. So here we are. I'm gonna skip this. And I'm going to Ta-da! All right, here we are. We're going to be speaking about passive income. Woo! So, a little tech challenged here. Y'all know that's not my favorite thing. I could talk real estate all day long, but when it comes to tech, I need a little support. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk to y'all about basically passive investing, fully explained how you guys can work with it. So I've had a lot of people come to me, friends, family, and people from this group saying, how do I just take my money and invest it in a real estate deal? And I've had so many different phone calls with y'all inside the group that I think a training would be sufficient here because it helps you to understand. So one lady I was talking to said, I didn't know I could do that. And so I'm like, how many other people don't know that they can do this? And so that's why I'm bringing you this here today. Inside of the Get Started and Retire Early Through Real Estate Investing group, we cover all the gambit of, just now learning, you've done a couple of properties, and then what does scale look like, right? And how we ditch the bank, do this with no money out of pocket. And then also, here we have a passive opportunity. So this is when you jump into like big deals and syndications and whatnot. And so I'm actually in one right now, so I'm going to discuss a little bit about it. But I've been asked by so many different people, like, what do you mean? What's a 506B? What's a 506C? And can I use my 1031? And can I use my Roth IRA? And I didn't know I could use my retirement account. So we're going to cover all of that here today, right? Hallelujah. How you feel about that? Go ahead and type it in the comments. Let us know, hashtag replay, hashtag live. Let us know where you're coming in from so that we can say hello. And then put your questions inside the chat so that we can address them as we go. Okay. Well, I'm going to just run through this real quick. I made some notes, but and then I'll probably circle back and ask you your questions. Okay. So make sure you're descriptive in the question so that I go, what are you talking about there? So be clear so that I can come back and see. Okay. So since everyone here is interested in real estate, there's multiple levels and things that you could do with real estate investing. And some of you are just getting started with your very first property, and others have, migrated into the scale portion of it. Some of you are here to learn the ditch the bank because we don't use the bank at all. If we can avoid it at all costs, we do. And we have other creative ways that we like to do real estate investing with no money out of pocket. However, there's also a group of you that are like, well, I have money. And again, I always say, don't put your money in your own deal. Do not put your money in your own deal. Okay. Savvy investors put money in each other's deals. And the reason we do this is because when you put money in someone else's deal, that's interest coming back. So they're going out and finding friends and bringing some friends home. And so that grows your money. If your money's sitting in a bank account, you're losing money by way of inflation. I don't know if you know that, but if you don't have it in something that's growing more than inflation is, you're losing money. So get it out of the bank account, put it in something that grows at a faster, greater rate than inflation. That's the key to success right there. Beat inflation. And then also it's, if it's in your 401k. So I've had quite a few of you come to me like, the one guy, oh my God, he's like, okay, I just lost 300,000 in my 401k. And he just wanted to vomit. He's like, I worked my ass off to put that money in that account. I like put extra money to get it in there because he was told that's what you do for the retirement account. And, they're not that old. 401ks are not that old. And they have proven to not be very successful. Still to this day, I've been through several different, Roth IRAs and 401ks. And real estate, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. You get the double-digit returns, you get the security, your money's insured and secured by a deed of trust. Like, you can't get that in the stock market. And most of you don't even know what's happening in your 401k. You're like, oh yeah, I got one, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it invests in. I don't know what it does. You should lead your money, right? Like, so I'm not going to shoulda, coulda, woulda all over you, but I'm just saying you probably don't even know what's going on with it. So to be on the safe side, I would put it in something safer. Again, investing is a risk regardless, but it's real estate investing is less of a risk because of the insurance of it and the deep vetted process we go through on these deals. So I'm going to dive into that today. Again, put your questions inside of the comment, but my name is Joanne Wright, in case y'all haven't met me yet. And my company's Bottom Line Wealth. I'm the founder of Bottom Line Wealth, and I help women get started in real estate, even when they don't even know where to start, and how to keep more of the money they make. And this is a huge part of it too, is you get major tax benefits. You don't get tax benefits in the stock market. Just saying. I'm going to get off that soapbox for 2 seconds here. But so I've been in real estate for over 24 years, and all the different aspects of it: wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, money lending, all the different aspects that go with that, all the gravy stuff like short-term, mid-term, lease options, BRRRR strategy, all the weird names that they put on stuff nowadays, subject to, anyways. So I've done all of those things. So I have a ton of experience, started out as a mortgage broker and was a realtor, been investing since 2004, lost everything in 2008 because I didn't have my ear to the market. And you better bet your bottom dollar I got it there now. So I'm watching deeply how the market is shifting. And if you're not like in real estate right now, you're going to miss the boat. You're going to miss the boat. We're in a major wealth shift that's happening right now. And so us investors, it's so fun. We're like meeting up on Zooms and going, okay, what are you buying? What do you got? What do you got? You know, because we're all just scooping up as much as we can, because everything's going to shift within the next 18 months. And if those that have the most are going to win, that's the short answer. And it's probably a little bit of a dirty answer, but that truly is the bottom line, because the wealth shift is going to either push you up or push you down into poverty. There's no more middle class anymore. I don't know if you guys understand that, but it is going away. So investing in real estate and getting massive returns is what's important. And sometimes y'all are too busy. I get it. Life is super busy and we're like controlled by this electronic leash. And you're like, if I could just take 50 grand and throw it into something, or 100 or a million or whatever it is that you have. I've had it from all different angles, 25,000, 10,000, all the way up to multi-millions. Is that enough? It all depends on the deal, right? Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too little. Okay, so this is why staying connected with somebody like me, it doesn't have to be me, but you're all in my group, so stay connected with me. When you learn about certain deals that you could be a part of, there's different roles that you can play and to get your foot in the door, right? So maybe you're just so stinking busy, and we're just gonna like lean on that one, because I have spent most of my time inside of this group helping, scooping people up and going, here's how you get started, from scratch, no money, all of these things, right? And now I'm like, okay, I got to get to these scale people that have money and want to put it somewhere, but they are running a busy business, right? So maybe you're a coach, you're a realtor, you're a mortgage broker, you're in a W-2 professional position, and your time is just strapped, but you have this 401k, or you have this money, or you're a real estate investor, and you're like, I'm selling off one of my properties and I want to do a 1031 exchange. There's opportunities for that. Okay, so the more you stay connected to me, the more you'll hear them. Okay, so one of those things is a 506B and a 506C. Those are investment vehicles that y'all get to be a part of. depending. So this particular deal that I'm talking about is a 506B, which means friends and family. Okay, friends and family. We have to have connected at one point in time or another. So again, there's that connection piece. Connect with me in Messenger and let me know all about you. We could even book a call and then you can hear more about the different deals that we have going on. Okay, because we have multiple deals. But this particular one I'm talking to you about is a 506B, so it's friends and family. If it was a 506C, that would be an accredited investor. And so I'm not going to dive deep into all the different nuances of how this works, but accredited investor means there's, if you're single, 200,000 in net income, or if you're married, 300 or 350, something like that. There's an exact verbiage I can get to you if you're like, I'm not sure exactly. Like I had one of my students, she goes, I think we're close by this small thing. And I go, I bet you're already an accredited investor. Let's write down everything. Let's talk to your CPA and say, everything that you have. So if you're not in that position, you're probably not an accredited investor with $1 million portfolio. So my students are banging out deals and she's built up her portfolio and needed to know, like, which way do I go? Am I 506? Because I already know her, she could still be 506B. But she's wondering now if she's accredited. So she's speaking with her CPA and she's going to get that dialed in. But so if you guys have a question about that, type it in the comments. And so I know how to address it for you. Okay. And then pretty much the power of investing, period, is this is a way for you to make money without having to do anything. Okay, this is on the passive investing side. So you would take your money, it would go into a 506B on this particular case. And then you would get like quarterly returns on this one. Sometimes people do it monthly. Quarterly is typical. You'll get regular meetings to know what's going on. You're not really going to know any of the other investors. It's pretty much, it's not a kumbaya thing. It's I'm doing an investment. Here's my investment vehicle. And this is my return information. And that's private to you, right? So we don't share that with anyone else in the group. That's a part of the deal. So it's not a kumbaya thing, like maybe a joint venture might be, right? So I steer away from joint ventures. And the difference is the syndication keeps you separate and you don't have to be active, you're passive. If you do a joint venture, you get in a lot of trouble together. So if you don't know that person very well, or sometimes when you do know that person very well and it doesn't go well, that gets ugly. It just gets ugly. Just think of any kind of thing you try to do with your cousin or friend or partner, and it didn't turn out quite right because you guys had different views on how things should be, even though you're great people, both sides, fun to be with, whatever. When it comes to business, everyone has to be active in a JV. Okay, so just be wary of those. I'm on my soapbox quite a bit on don't just JV with anyone, because it's like sleeping with somebody or getting married that night and you're going, what did I just do? And now you're stuck in a marriage with them. Okay, that's what JV is getting married. All right, joint venture. In a syndication, the 506B and 506C, you're kind of separated and you don't have to worry about all the nuances of the property. There's a GP, there's a sponsor, the person who's in charge, and a whole team that's in charge of that building, and you're just getting returns, right? You're just getting paid. Okay, and then when the property flips, the apartment flips in 5 to 7 years, depending on the one, this one's in 5 years, then you get your investment back plus all of your the interest that you've earned, right? The dividends that you've earned. So, and that's where you get the double digits from. It's typically a 3, 5, or 7 year hold, depending on the building and a business plan. It's a business plan that you'll see, and I'll go over that in about a minute. But basically, you can use your 401k to do this, your self-directed IRA, solo 401k. this is a huge tax benefit, even a 1031 exchange. Again, so if someone's, I think I talked to a couple of you already, you're like, yeah, I'm selling a property, I want to put it in your deal. I have a call even just this evening with someone talking to me about that. So this is a way for you to defer capital gains if you're doing a 1031 exchange. So you don't have to worry about the equity coming out and having to pay that capital gains. It goes straight into another vehicle. And so you're deferring those taxes and getting a return. So basically, you're not out any money. You made that property grow, and then you're putting it in something and growing it again. That's a wealth plan, right? And then you take that and you put it into your next one, and you're constantly deferring taxes and growing the money. Okay, which means bigger returns, bigger dividends on a monthly basis. It's a whole wealth strategy I can lay out for you if you really want to hear it. It's individual though, so we'll have to book a call and go over how that works for you, okay? So if you have any cash or any other assets that you want to liquidate, I've had one guy, he had mattress money, so fun. Like he doesn't like the bank, so all his cash was in a mattress. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but it has to flow through something before it gets to this. So I'll go put it in the bank so we can transfer it over. Anyway, so any money that you have anywhere, it's losing value, especially if it's in a mattress, right? At least in a savings or checking account, you get 0.00001. I know it's not much. It's not anything. You're so negative if it's in a bank. And so some of you might be thinking, like, how does this work for me exactly, Joanna? So double-digit returns it's typical for offerings like this. It's typical for offerings like this. When you're in a small single family or even 4 units and under, it's tougher to get double digits. Once you grow into the larger, now this one's 61 units. Once you grow into the larger, that's how being a passive investor gets double-digit returns. You may not necessarily get it on the smaller ones, right? You'll get close, but on the larger ones, it's almost guaranteed. So this is how you get double-digit returns. You could still have a mixed bag of both, okay? I have a mixed bag of both. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I think that's why I like real estate so much. It's the diversification of it, that I'm never in one thing. I'm in multiple things, but it's all real estate. To me, it's the safest investment out there. So it's a way to diversify your portfolio. And again, it keeps you safe. Like I said in the beginning, I've had friends and family and people in this Facebook group alone ask me, Joanna, I've lost money in my 401k. Can I put it in a real estate deal? And absolutely. I have a large one happening right now. And even if I don't have a single one, some of my students have single ones. But this large one is what I have going on right now. And yes, you could be a part of it. So let's talk about how that works. You're going to get the tax advantages that go with it. You'll get the passive income. And it's, like I said, it's a wealth strategy. Okay. And some of you might be saying, well, I don't have enough money to invest. And you don't need millions. Just a recap there. You don't need millions to invest in this deal. It goes anywhere. Well, this particular deal, we're looking for 100K. And then we do have some people that are coming in at 50. I do have another deal where they're accepting 50 and 30 and 25. So again, if you connect with me, then I could put you in the right deal. All right. So it's like going to a restaurant. You don't just hear that they had a burger. You go into the restaurant, you're like, oh, they have a burger and all of these things. Okay, great. So you want that kind of buffet, if you will, to choose from. Which one resonates with you? And that's part of our connection call, is to understand who you are, your type of investment, the money that you're comfortable investing, what's your soft commit, and then, all the details of a particular deal that might work for you. We'll go over. Okay. But if you want to learn how to do all of this yourself, we have all of the different trainings inside of the group. We have the specialized 5-day training, how to get started in real estate investing. So if that's your jam, you're still in the right place. I'm just presenting you this opportunity. If you happen to have cash and want to be a passive money investor, we're looking for investors on this one particular deal that I'm talking about today. And then we'll also have others. So if passive investing is something that you're looking forward to, I've had a handful of you ask me, you're like, well, I got time to sit there and call sellers. I have this money and I need to put it in something so it's generating income. Perfect. Got you. I got you. Okay. And some of you might say it's, too risky, right? It's too risky to do real estate, but you're in the wrong group. Real estate is one of the safest things that you can invest in. And these particular deals are so vetted out by multiple people. It's not even just one, it's by multiple people. Compared to like an individual, it's just the one, and you're having to learn that one person's going to take full responsibility, which is fine. It works out great all the time as a passive investor that way. However, it's even safer, if I could just stress that word out, when it's in a group, right? Because we've all vetted it out. We've all vetted, not just one person. So I can't say the word guarantee, but it's close to that. It's close to that. And if you're not accredited investors, that's fine. It's fine. Most of you in here probably are not, because you're looking to get started and you haven't been in real estate before. You probably don't understand what accredited means. Let's jump on a call so we can explain all of that for you. I'll probably make a cheat sheet so I can send it in your DM if that's, works for you. And then maybe we'll book a call afterwards, after that. Okay. So, and which all of you are my friends and family inside of this group. I've probably connected with about 78% of you, like live on a Zoom, on a call, been through some of my trainings. So I pretty much have the gist of like 78% of you in here. Not everybody, but, and if we haven't, we have to connect first. Okay. So let's get connected. So what you'll receive when you do this, okay, you're going to receive a checklist of all the different things. This is after you've decided to soft commit. Let's say, Joanna, I'm in, I have a, 50,000 or 100,000 that I'm wanting to put into a deal, or more, 200,000, 500, $1 million, whatever it is. Maybe you're selling a property, you need to put it into something. It's a simple process. So just let me know. Basically, it's a subscription agreement that you'll get, and then you'll get all the operating agreement and all the things that go with it. So you'll read the business plan and then go from there. Okay. Before we even touch any money, you'll get all the data and all the nuances so that you know what's going on. But book a call, and I'm going to put the link here so that you guys can book a call. But we're going to dive in what's specific for you, what is perfect for you, not just, hey, everyone jump inside this deal. It may not be for you. Maybe you need another avenue. Okay. And that's my job as a coach, is to go, what's right for you? I'm here to take all that Google tubing that you've been doing out there trying to learn how to get started in real estate investing, and I'm going to narrow it down for you about this big and get you laser focused on what you need to do. That's my job. So if you're feeling lost or frustrated, or you're not really sure how to move forward, then you should probably book a call. I'm just saying. So, and this particular deal, we had 15 slots available for the 100K, and I think we're down to 5. I think we're down to 5. So don't quote me on that. Maybe it's 7, 5 or 7. I can't remember. We have a call today. We're going to get updated, and then I'll let you guys know. Okay. But basically, that's the difference of a 506B, 506C, all the different retirement accounts that you could take it out of, the 401K, the Roth IRA. You could do a 1031 exchange. It could be mattress money, cash in your bank, wherever your money's at. You could take it and put it into an investment vehicle that pays you on a monthly or quarterly basis, so that you're making double-digit returns and your money is growing and working for you, and it's not depleting in a bank. Okay. I want you to make money. Now is the time. So if you're ready to get started, or just like not even get started, but that's the wrong verbiage. The verbiage is, if you need clarity, right? If you need more clarity, I'm going to suggest that you book a call so that we can get you on the right track. You want to hear more about the passive income opportunity, you could even just click passive inside of the comments so that we can connect. Let me see if I see anything here. Roger says, nice, understood. Okay, great. Well, I will see you guys in the next training. Take care. Bye.